Welcome race fans here to Rockingham Motor Speedway here down in North Carolina. This track has had a lot of banging here and a lot of big wrecks. In the past year and last year was the championship deciding race, or at least one of the championship deciding races here that determined the final three contenders of West, Angel, and TJ Martin. Anthony Marchesi though on the pole here representing Rodriguez Racing here as the green flag waves here. We're under the lights here at Rockingham. And already there, a great start for Corey Williams there. He went to the outside line there, had to start up high, and rocketed his way past the 33 car. And Corey Williams is going to deny Anthony Marchesi lap one of the event there. He's going to lead the first lap, while you see the rest of the field fanning out behind him. Chris Dodd now up to the third spot here, but Marchesi is dropping back like a rock already, losing 3 spots within one lap there. The 33 car already falling back here, while, as I mentioned, everybody else still going at it. Julio Cesar, the Daytona winner, making his way forwards here, following Bradley Bishop Jr. there on John Arm, but it looks like Arm's going to be able to defend his position there into turn 1 as the battle reigns on within the top 5. Couple of CM Racing cars are going 3 wide on each other there. They did not fare too well in qualifying, so they're going to all try and make their way forwards here. Ben Yako on the move there, Hannah Allen, Scott Roush in pursuit there. Cody Lamas also didn't fare too well in qualifying. He's also trying to move his way up, and there goes the 12th car, and Lamas spins the car around. And Kev Shear also into the wall there and manages to save that 62 car there as cars scramble throughout the corner there. JJ Roberts and Aiden Shepard almost wreck off of turn 3 and 4 there, but that's going to bring out the caution for the very first time today. You see in the helicopter cam here, Blaze McKinney got the car super loose off in turn 2 there, and sending into the 41 went Cody Lamas. Kev Shear slid up the track there and into the 12 car, but managed to get that car saved. But you see everybody else still scrambling on the bottom of the track there. You see JJ Roberts, he's going to slide up the track into Aiden Shepard there, but luckily they managed to keep their cars in control there. But a close call for a lot of drivers here, but for Cody Lamas, a rocky start for the 41 yet again. Back on the restart there, Corey Williams getting up to gear there. You see John Arndt going to the outside there, but he's way up into the marbles there, and that's going to help Sean Angel and the others go to the bottom there and pounce on that 60 car there. But Jack Porkins up to P2 there. Angel sits in third, but Bishop Jr. making his way forward yet again here. This 44 car has been strong all weekend, but Kyle Bachelia, who finished last in the race there, he is running inside the top 10 there, looking for that 5th spot there. He's actually now in the 5th position, but that 17 car also hungry for a win as well. Julio Cesar, Daytona winner, running inside the top 10 with a 7th place run or 6th place run right now, but the battle for the 7th spot rages on between Ross Jackson and John Arndt, but Arndt is able to hold on to the position there, and the 60 car is now going to try and run away here from that 25 car for the time being. Issues for Diego Yepes in the 03 car. His car has blown up there on the backstretch there, and he's bringing that car down to the apron of the racetrack there as the leaders are still going at it. Corey Williams still maintaining his lead, but the 03 car looks like he might be the first casualty to get knocked out of the race just like that. Bradley Bishop Jr., you see him, he wanted to make a move there. Vince Freeze almost getting turned off of turn 2 there by the 3 car. Scott Roush, who's also trying to march his way upwards towards the field there. The Loves Machine making his way to the inside of that 42 car there, and he's going to take it away. And that is the battle for 16th there. That's going to end quite nicely for Scott Roush, but everybody else there you see kind of in a hornet's nest near the middle of the pack here. Cody Lamas, who spun, making his way forward yet again here. This 41 car is certainly not giving up without a fight here, but Anthony Marchesi, the pole sitter, we're needing to talk about him. He's fallen back here. Him and a couple of others actually came down pit lane, so that's why you kind of see them a bit backwards in this race so far. But JJ Roberts also kind of mired back in traffic, the 4 car not having a good start to the season as well, so JJ Roberts really needs to pick up the pace there. You see Silver Fox making a move underneath Cody Lamas there for position there. The 10 car getting aggressive there, rubbing fenders down the backstretch there, and in a turn 3 the 10 car is going to take the spot away, and maybe a couple spots away from those cars up there. Marchesi coming down pit lane. He's got tire issues with the 33 car, so big issues for Anthony Marchesi there in his day. He started off pretty good, but now things looks like are falling apart for this 33 team here. So issues for the Aaron's Dream Machine. The middle of the pack near the rear half of the field here, still trying to run each other down. Dodd getting around Jake Rogers there, or really the 98 of Sam Oskin there. While looking near the back half, Kev Shear getting turned off of turn 4, and the 62 car is going to lightly tap that outside wall, but that's going to bring out the second yellow flag of the day there. Car number 62, and another crash there. Kev Shear looking to be a bit of a pinball here today for that Dunkin' Donuts machine there. You see Kev Shear having a great run there. Ross Jackson had a better run, or really Paul Jackson had a better run there and got into the back of the 62 there. They all tried to check up it, but the Kev Shear ended up spinning the car off the turn 4. Not much damage done to his car, but he'll be able to keep on going there without much of a hassle there. But another rocky start for Kev Shear here. 2 wrecks in a row this 62 car has been swept up in. Back on the restart, Corey Williams with a great jump on Julio Cesar, who had a marvelous stop in pit lane. Cesar trying to extend that lead there. Bishop Jr. up into the marbles there with Bocelli and the others. Now hounding that 44 car off the corner there. Julio Cesar up to P2 though. And looking at Kyle Bocelli, he's marched his way past the 44. He's in the top 5 yet again. The Flying Aces cars of Alexander Rowe and Ross Jackson are running great today there. But Jeffrey White and the others are also coming into the picture there. Jeff James in the 22 car, we haven't talked about him much all race, has also been marching his way forward here. Alex Benyako now getting around that Discount Tire Ford for position there. But looking at also who's made his way kind of forward to the pack here is Vance Conwell. In the 24 car here, that Target machine has been starting near the back half of the field there. So Vance Conwell marching his way forward here. One of the biggest movers of the race here is that 24 car here. He might be one of the better cars in the long run here, so we're gonna have to wait and see what Conwell has in store for us as he just passed Max Ludger for position there. Blaze McKinney, you see him getting around the 26 car there, and that is also for position there. That is for the, looks like the 15th spot there. James Shelley kind of struggling with his car for the moment, but he said he has a really good long run car, so the Smithfield machine might be coming to life here in the latter half of this race here. Second on back, finally trying to get around Anthony Marchesi there. Julio Cesar leading that group there, but here comes Porkins on the inside. Great run off of turn 4 from the Blue Def machine there. Porkins trying to get that momentum maintained, and into turn 1, Julio Cesar on the gas there, having that grip on those Goodyear tires. And there you see Sean Angel, his teammate. What will the 6 car do? He could be the wild card in this one, but Julio Cesar holds his ground. He will stay in P2. But now Angel looking for P3 underneath the 1 car there. The Rodriguez Coupe group is coming here because John Art is also in the mix as well, running inside the top 10. He could also pounce on those drivers there. Kyle Bocelli teaming up to get around that 1 car as well. But now they're all going to have to chase down Corey Williams because that 20 car looks a bit faster than this 14 car here for the time being. Kyle Bocelli's car has come to life here. He has made his way into the 3rd position, now closing in on his target of Julio Cesar, and here he goes on the inside there. Just more grip and horsepower that Ford has, and across the line the 17 car is going to be able to hold on to 2nd there, and Julio Cesar trying to defend back there, rookie versus veteran. But just that experience kicking in there, but Cesar with the run off the corner there. You see that Toyota kind of jut out in the center of the corner there, or in the backstretch, and he's now going to try and implement the outside there, but Kyle Bocelli now up to P2 here, and now he's going to be the one to try and chase down Corey Williams here. The gap has closed down drastically here. Kyle Bocelli's car looks like might be great in the older tires here. The 17 car closing in on Williams there, waiting for the 14 to slip up. And he does slide up the racetrack there, but Bocelli right on the corner panel of that 14 car. And now he's going to put a nose underneath Williams there. Williams is going to give room there, but Julio Cesar loving what he's seeing there. He's also going to close into the fray there as well. The 20 car looking to maybe try and take 2 spots in one go there. Cesar on the backstretch there, pushing Bocelli just a bit there, and the 17 car will now take the lead away, and Williams will drop to 3rd just because of that there. Julio Cesar looking to try and go for 2 wins in a row this season there. As a rookie, we've seen this happen before in the past, but we've never seen this happen in quite some time. Cesar up to P2, but you see the Rodriguez cars slowly making their way closer and closer to the leaders there. You see Porkins and Scott Rauch have also put themselves into the mix as well. John Arndt trying to hold his position there, but looks like they're going to be able to keep themselves composed for quite a little bit here for the time being. Trouble in turn 4 there, the 4 car spinning around. That is JJ Roberts, the rookie. Lamas almost getting pile drove by Ross Jackson there, and the Boost Mobile machine goes for a long slide down the front stretch, almost getting plowed there, and that's going to bring out the caution yet again here. Roberts was kind of running inside the top 20 area, but he went for a long slide there after assistance from Cody Lamas there. You see in a slow-mo shot here, Cody Lamas got to the quarter panel of Roberts, just got into the back of the rookie there and spun the 4 car around. Chris Dodd, you see him get a snippet of the action there, getting collected in that wreck there. Lamas trying to save the car there, almost getting hit by Ross Jackson, but manages to hold on to it there, thus bringing out the yellow flag there, the 4 car. An unfortunate victim of circumstance there, and that's going to put Roberts in a bad position here in almost the first half, near the end of the first half of this race. Issues in pit stops, and when Julio Cesar tried to get out of his stall there, the 24 was coming out, and then JJ Roberts was coming in as well, so both the 24 and them were coming into pit lane. Julio Cesar got swept up in a sucker hole there, and Scott Rauch, you see him, he ran over John Arndt there, so a lot of miscommunication and jams in pit lane there, and that's going to really hurt both Julio Cesar and Scott Rauch there. You see the damage to both of those cars there. A lot of front end damage to their race machines there, but it looks like it's going to be a bit cosmetic, and it shouldn't really be too big of a hindrance for those 2 cars. 1 to go signal here at Rockingham. Sean Angel, who came out 3rd on the racetrack there, having issues with his car. He's got to come down pit lane. He's reporting a loose wheel on the Stanley Tools machine there, so that's really gonna cost Sean Angel there, and these Rodriguez racing cars are slowly getting hit and really dropping like flies there as Kyle Bachelia leads the field down to the green. Corey Williams in 2nd, looking to try and get his way around the 17, but Jack Porkins is gonna deny that there, the 3rd car in line, now looking for the race lead there in the 1 car there, trying to get 2 spots in one go there. The Blue Def machine now leading ahead of Kyle Bachelia, with Julio Cesar now up to the 3rd spot. Williams dropping backwards in this restart here. That is certainly not what the 14 wants in store there, and Williams continuing to plummet down the order there, while Jack Porkins leads Bachelia right on the bumper of the CM Racing car there. Scott Rauch, despite the damage, as well as Julio Cesar, are still marching the way forward. Porkins now down to the inside, Bachelia up top. Porkins also having issues with his car. Cesar coming down the track, and he runs into the 1 car there, and the 20 spins around there off the corner, and no caution looks like on the racetrack there. It looks like there is no caution for Julio Cesar getting turned there off the corner. Looked like he got hit from behind, and that's why you saw his car kind of plummet down to the racetrack and ran right into the side of Jack Porkins there. So huge implications for our Daytona winner there, and that is really going to hurt him in the point standings. Bradley Bishop Jr. has got to run for his money there. He's going to go underneath Scott Rauch for position there, and it looks like the 44 car is going to be able to take it easily off of turn 4 there. Ben Yako looking to follow there in the 8 car. Williams still running inside the top 5, but Hannah Allen has made her way up into the field here. Got a good long run speed in the Regal Cinemas machine there in the 0 car. Chris Don, despite the damage, is still making his way forward there, as well as Jeff James there. So a lot of drivers with veteran experience kind of using that to their advantage here with a tricky track like this. They're all willing to do what it takes in order to get their cars forward here once we get into a run here. But looking at 2nd place, Bradley Bishop Jr. trying to close in on Kyle Bachelia here, but the 17 car looking pretty steady here on the racetrack. The battle for 2nd has now decided to rage on here. Bishop Jr., despite closing on Bachelia, has the 8 car hounding his bumper there, and Alex Benyako now trying to take P2 away. A great run in Daytona, put the 8 car in a good spot, just couldn't get it wrapped up, but now Benyako now willing to close the gap on Kyle Bachelia. this time around, with Bradley Bishop Jr. now being in the catbird seat, or pretty much being the sitting duck in this scenario, as Hannah Allen now going up to the 3rd spot here. So the CM Racing cars of the 8 and the 0 are gradually making their way forwards here, while you see Chris Dodd also making his way into the mix as well. He is closed in, but Bradley Bishop Jr. also trying to respond back on Hannah Allen. Allen slips off a 3, and in a turn 4 there, now the 44 having his nose on the 0 there, but looks like Allen just gets the run off the corner there. But the 44 and the 43 are still close together, all tucked in line, waiting to see which driver will make a mistake. You see Dodd still closing in there. He's going to actually look like he wanted to put a nose on Bradley Bishop Jr. there. The 44 car might not be as strong as people think it is. And now Chris Dodd looking to make his way forwards here. Jeff James is willing to follow there. And the 22 car is willing to assist the 43 there. And Dodd going to the inside there, passing him easily there. Jeff James looking to try and follow and do the same thing. But the 43 car now up to P4 here in the race. Jeff James now finally getting around Bradley Bishop Jr., but now the 44 car has a lot of opponents wanting to go down the inside there. John Art looking to do the same, but look in the 42 car. Vince Freeze has made his way upwards towards the pack. He's had a pretty quiet run, making it 3 wide off a turn 4 to get 2 spots in one go. Brilliant pass there from the 42 car there, and Vince Freeze now going past up to the 7th position there. Paul Jackson has also made his way forwards there in the 90 car, so the Roush Performance car making his way forwards here. Ross Jackson, or really Paul Jackson here. There's a lot of names with this the same surname there, but Paul Jackson making his way forwards there in the 90 car there, and Jackson able to get around Scott Roush there, and that will also be 2 spots for the 90 car here. So Paul Jackson looking like he also has a pretty strong car in the long run as well. While we were focusing on the mid-pack battle here, Alex Benyako has closed in on Kyle Bisceglia, but now he looks to the inside there. The 8 car now looking to try and get his way to the front here, and now he's the one to lead the lap that time around. Bisceglia is going to fight back on the outside there, but it looks like Benyako has a way faster car than the 17 there. And off a turn 2, it is the CM Racing number 8 car there. The Ditech machine of Alex Benyako now leading the way, while everybody else still a bit single file. Vince Freeze and Jeff James are still trying to make their way forwards here. And the 22 car now getting around Chris Dodd for position there. So Jeff James might have found something in the Yamp Motorsports car there. He is now up to the 4th position. Hannah Allen now closing in on Kyle Bisceglia for the 2nd position there, so trying to make it a CM1-2 there. Good run off a turn 4 there. We've seen a lot of drivers be advantageous to turns 3 and 4 there. A lot of drivers seem to slip there, and a lot of them do take advantage of that as a result there. And now the Regal machine up to P2 there, so now it's a CM Racing 1-2 here. We've seen this last year several times here. Could today be the day for these 2 race cars to be doing so well in the points and maybe get one of these cars in victory lane? Kyle Bisceglia continuing to fade in this run here, because now Jeff James, John Art, and Vince Freeze have reeled in the 17 car there, and James now up to the 3rd position there. Art, despite the back end damage, is still got a really fast Aris machine there in suit. So John Art still looking pretty solid here. Hannah Allen also closing the gap on her teammate there. But now they're all just getting around Kyle Bisceglia here. This 17 car just not looking too shabby here, so they're going to have to do a lot of adjustments to make that 17 car a lot stronger in the latter half of this race here, because the laps are winding down here and time is running out. You need to have a good pit stop, or really just a good car in this long run if you want to make it to the end here and pretty much have a good foundation for what's to come here. But you see there now Paul Jackson making his way around Bisceglia there, and the 17 car easily lets the 90 car by, just knowing that he is way faster than Kyle Bisceglia. You see there Roush still getting around the lap car there of Anthony Marchesi, but again the 17 car kind of fading in this run here. Not a good sign for Kyle Bisceglia. While Bisceglia was fading back, Hannah Allen was coming closer and closer to Benyako that lap, and you saw the 0 car up in the leaderboards take the lead away, but this is how it happened. A great run off a turn 4 there. Well, again, we've seen this and mentioned this several times, but now it's Hannah Allen's turn to make it to the front here and lead some laps for this 0 team. Vince Freeze continuing to climb his way forwards in the Credit One Bank machine, and now has made a pounce on John Art here to the inside of the 60 car there, the 42 car. Now going up to the 4th spot on John Art. Paul Jackson also doing the same thing here. So a lot of drivers really liking the short track here. But now you see Jeff James also closing in on Alex Benyako here, the former Sony Cup Series driver, finding that experience, getting used to the Hardee's National Series car here. And it looks like Jeff James might have come to grasp for it today here. That 22 car has been great all race long. And it's a matter of whether we could see this 22 car even just get a top 5 today would be great for this 18. But you see the caution is out on the racetrack there. Not sure what happened, but it's Vance Conwell in the 24 car there. Issues for him, the Texan Motorsports entry. So Vance Conwell was having issues there, went to pit lane. Ryan Griffin did not see the 24 in time, pretty much a miscommunication call there, and the 24 ended up idle on the racetrack there just because of those issues there. But a huge disappointment there, really just a bad run for Vance Conwell there. Certainly not the run he wanted, especially after a great run at Daytona. 1 to go signal yet again here, but you notice Corey Williams and a couple of others in front of the 0 car. A lot of them came down pit lane during this cycle. We didn't really keep that in camera, but that's really going to cost a lot of them here, and all they're doing is hoping for a quick yellow here. But Hannah Allen leading on the restart. Yako to the inside there. Benyako looking to try and take the lead away from the 0 there, making a bit of contact down the backstretch, and in a turn 3, Yako holding his ground. Vince Freeze up to P2 there, and you see John Art and the rest of the gang coming off of turn 4 there, making contact there, rubbing fenders in the back there. Jeff James almost got loose off of turn 4 there, but now Scott Roush also pouncing his way there, attacking the 22 car here. Kyle Bachelia has rocketed his way to P4 there, but now you see John Art in the 3rd position there, and he's got 2 cars right in front of him. Art now to the inside there, but also he's coming down pit lane, so issues for John Art there. So a loose wheel there, looks like something amiss with the Rodriguez Racing team here. Not sure what happened. They've been vexed today, to say the least there. But Benyako holding his ground there, now trying to extend the gap and the lead from Vince Freeze. You see Kyle Bachelia there, back on the bumper of the Credit One Bank machine there, now on the outside of Vince Freeze there, not able to get much of a momentum there, but you see Alexander Rowe, Cody Lamas making his way forward after a spin early in the race there. Great recovery run for the 41 team here, but Alexander Rowe getting pushed, getting shoved by Cody Lamas there, and the 05 car will make his way forward here. James Shelley, also need to mention him. He's also had a pretty quiet day here, had a struggling day, but now has also made his way forward there. He is running inside the top 10 as well. Hannah Allen was leading on the restart there, but now after that, she has fallen all the way to 13th. That is what happens when lap traffic really interferes with your race there, and Hannah Allen was one of those few victims of circumstance there that really cost that 0 car what could have been a win today there. But there you see there, the battle with the mid-pack here still raging on here. This is 8th on down here. Paul Jackson holding his ground here. The 90 car has been great all race long here, running inside the top 10. Certainly what the Roush family team wants to see, especially after a disastrous year last year. A big improvement there with a alliance there. And 1 car blowing up. That is Hannah Allen in the 0 car there. And Hannah Allen's race will end today just because of a mechanical issue there. So a lot of mechanical issues here at Rockingham there, especially with the Rodriguez crew, and now Hannah Allen's car has now gone to smoke here. Her race goes down the drain. Lap cars have not been playing nice for Alex Benyako here, as you see the Rodriguez cars going at it here. Sean Angel trying to fight back to stay on the lead lap, while Anthony Marchesi trying not to go 2 laps down in the event here. So miserable weekend for those cars here. They're certainly hoping to get out of here alive and pretty much optimistic for the next race here, but Benyako still looking for his first win this season here, even though it's the 2nd race to say the least here, but still trying to get CM that win early on. But Kyle Bachelia has been looking for his first ever career win in quite a while here. It's been a long time since we've seen a driver this hungry for victory here, but now Kyle Bachelia on the inside of Anthony Marchesi there, trying to get around the 33 car there, but not able to there. So Kyle Bachelia's got only a few chances if he wants to get around Marchesi there, because this is what Benyako wants to see. He wants to see that 33 car hold up the 17 here by a long shot here. So the 8 car looking to try and extend that lead away. Now he's got to get around Sean Angel so he can potentially get 2 cars as a buffer zone for the die check machine here. But Bachelia still trying to find every groove of the racetrack there. Looking back here, Scott Rauch still in the 3rd spot, but Vince Freeze getting hounded there, getting passed by Lamas and Shelley there. And here comes Chris Dodd coming in around the 42 car into turn 1. Freeze's car looks like it's not as good as we thought it would be, but even so, Freeze has done a great job in this 42 car here. Now Jeff James looking on the inside of Freeze here. Everybody's just pouncing on the youngster here, therefore position, and Freeze has just been pretty much catapulted back to the lower half of the top 10 here. So the 42 car not looking as strong, but even so, like I said, a great run for Vince Freeze here. James Shelley, as I mentioned, now running in the 4th spot here, so a great run for the Smithfield machine. But now Benyako getting around the lap cars there, and now Bachelia trying to get around Sean Angel there to try and even himself out to that 8 car there. So now he gets around Sean Angel there. That's going to help Bachelia just a little bit there. But now you notice the gap increasing there to 7/10 behind Alex Benyako here with 9 laps to go in the event here. Benyako now trying to manipulate his way around Vance Codwell here, but the 24 not really yielding to Alex Benyako quite yet. But now back to the inside goes the 8 car there, just the better grip and momentum on those tires there and the engine that 8 car has. He gets around Vance Codwell quite easily. But now Kyle Bachelia again stuck behind those 2 cars this time around, 2 cars yet again. So the 17 car having to try and change his line maybe just a little bit here. But Benyako looking pretty strong in this 8 car there once he's taken the lead. Nobody's really been able to capitalize here. As you see, Corey Williams still trying to hold on to the lead lap here, but now Kyle Bachelia going underneath the 24 there to make it 1 car as a buffer there between the 8 and the 17 car there. So Anthony Marchesi could be the bit of the wild card here to determine the outcome of this race here. Benyako just now with clean racetrack behind him there. Bachelia just getting held up due to the dirty air. Now making his move on Anthony Marchesi there. This could get dicey here for the 17 car here. And back to the inside goes Kyle Bachelia there, getting around Marchesi. And now it's going to be mono there. Ford versus Chevy. CM versus Turner Performance here. Benyako now with only a 6/10 deficit, or really advantage, over Kyle Bachelia here. So Corey Williams still trying to run away here, as I mentioned before here, but looks like Sean Angel's chances of hoping for a caution might end here. Pretty much a lot of drivers that were on the tail end of the lead lap might have their chances be done just like that. Bachelia now losing a bit of ground that time around, almost 8/10 behind Alex Benyako. 5 laps to go in the event here. Benyako's got to hold on for dear life here if he wants to make it to the end here. So far, we've seen a lot of drivers just make their way forwards here in the longer half. When it came to long stints, those cars started to come to life here. Cody Lama is having a great run here, running inside the top 5 for this 41 car there. Spun out early on here, did not have a good qualifying effort, but has marched his way to a 5th place position here for the time being. Cars coming down pit lane, so this could bring the issue of whether they can make it home to fuel, really, or can make it to the end on fuel here. Apologies for the misphrasing there, but 3 laps to go in the event there. Benyako still holding his ground over Bachelia there. But the real question comes in hand. A new variable arises to the occasion of fuel mileage. Can Benyako make it home to the end here? Because now, as he's going to cross the line, there's going to be 2 laps to go in the event for the 8 car here. Bachelia has been reported they've been trying to save gas here. Benyako doing the same. You see more cars coming down pit lane. Jeff James and William Brock. James had a great run coming in there. It looks like that's not going to happen today here. But now, Benyako only a few stretches away to making it home to the checkered flag. Now, he's back to the inside. Bachelia on the outside there. Benyako coming down pit lane. He's not good to go. He's not going to make it to the end. Here they come to the white flag. 1 more lap to go here. Kyle Bachelia now in the race lead there. The 17 car. Does he have enough gas to make it home? roaring down turn 2 and down the backstretch for the final time. Kyle Busch has been in the series for quite a while. Does he have enough fuel to stretch it home? Rounding turn 4, looks like there's no slowing down for Kyle Busch. Career win number 1 comes in place here at Rockingham Motor Speedway, and it belongs to Kyle Busch. Great win for the 17 car here, and Turner Performance is going to be on their feet today. They're clapping and celebrating like wild animals. What a job done for Kyle Busch there, but Alex Benyako, the big story there, Benyako finishing 16th as it seems there. So a bad run there, a heartbreak for a lot of drivers there that looked good to go for a solid top 10 run, and it didn't pay off there. They miscalculated on fuel, but Kyle Busch makes it home across the line in first. Cody Lamas P2 there, great run for him. James Shelley third, so Turner Performance having a great day, a field day for the team here with first and third here. Chris Don fourth, Alexander Rowe gets a top 5 there in the 05 car. Great run for Rowe again. Flying Aces Racing could be a dark horse team in terms of potentially going for that championship hunt here. Jeffrey White gets a 7th place run. Paul Jackson gets a good 6th place run there. Then we have Simon Bloomfield finishing 8th, Vince Freeze 9th, and Aiden Shepard, one of the bigger shockers today here, 10th, so it looks like they also made it home on gas here just fine. But congratulations to Kyle Busch here, first career win for the 17 car here, at least for Kyle Busch's standpoint here. This is his first career win, a big win for them, and this is certainly going to be a race for them. They're going to look back on, and a lot of teams are going to look back on in terms of fuel racing at its finest.